are talking about. I don't remember if I can, though. Nope, they just stare at me. Okay. Nice seeing you guys, too.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Alright. Let's go down. Because I haven't actually... I don't think I've ever gone down the elevator before talking to Joker.
Hey, Commander.
He is here.
Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap.
That's
Hell,
fair.
the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses.
It's
Each
good to get all
license
this
allows me to
information
buy and sell a certain
beforehand.
brand of product.
That way, you get
I already have
it out of the
several
way.
basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well
Don't
worth the
forget to
cost
check
if
your
you can
locker
find
after
them.
every major point. It will give you gear. It gives you gear after every major point. I've only gotten it like once a playthrough. Damn.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay. It'll give you gear through the whole game. Well, don't I feel silly now? Grenade upgrade 1. Ooh. Definitely doing the unique items. Compare. You didn't figure that out till like your 4th or 5th playthrough. That's fair. Stinger has more damage, more shots before it overheats, and better accuracy. Insufficient credits. Lame. Oh wait, I already have the Stinger. I don't need the Kessler. Duh. I want this so bad. Give me that Scorpion 4. Don't forget the credit hack. What's the credit hack? Remember, I've been out of the Mass Effect game for like 5 years. I don't remember any of the credit hacks. Or really any of the bugs that you can exploit. I think that's all we can do down here. There's my baby. I love me the Mako. You have to get the discount on buying and the bonus to selling. Then you buy something really expensive, then buy it back and you will buy it for less than you sell it for. I don't think that's really a hack. I think that's actually just an exploitable thing in the game. You can do that to entire inventories and make tons of money. Yeah, but I still don't think that's a hack. Examine. Engineer Adams.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Yum. Okay. Anything in here? Yes. Galaxy map. Galaxy mind.
I'm glad
Presley.
you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Nav manual.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
It's so weird to me how they show, like, fog in space. I know that that happens, but you just don't think about it that much.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Now, how are they able to see which dock is which? Especially with ships of varying sizes.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not
IFF
before.
and logged maps with computer-assisted docking protocols. What's
Captain
IFF?
Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission
Identify
reports.
friend foe?
I assume
Gotcha.
they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well?
Saren's a threat to every human colony out
Totally
there.
not a
He needs
nerd.
to be stopped.
Totally
the council
are a
has
nerd.
to listen to us.
Settle
But that's
down,
part of why I
Commander.
love you.
You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Sure is peaceful here.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
That is so rude. Really. That's like one of the rudest things that you could possibly say. I know you like Ashley. I know you do. I cannot stand her. Sounds off right now. What did she say? Oh, it was, there are subtitles, by the way, in case you didn't know. But she said, okay, she said, I can't tell the aliens from the animals. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during patrol of the Argus Road cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before our team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Now we explore. No, wait, there's a bug in here. I've got to save.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
I'll, of course, never do anything rash. Yeah, she says some pretty shitty stuff. You're not defending her behavior at all when it comes to that. I normally keep her because I at least first used her more than Kaidan. Although, anymore though, I don't really care between the two because I never use either. That's fair. I use Kaidan a fair amount. I just don't use Ashley. Because I don't ever see the point of having a second soldier. Or a soldier in general when I have someone who can use pistols and shotguns, and another person who can use assault rifles and sniper rifles, and it doesn't work out, really. Alright.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
I wish Sha'ira was also on the Citadel in 2.
It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good.
Yeah, it'd be so cool to go back to her, definitely.
I am Ambassador Kayla.
She is there, you can hear side convos about her, but not visible.
Is there something I can do for you this day?
That's a shame.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do,
I love Din.
I'm very sorry for you.
I love all Volus. At one point, I actually had a plan to make a Volus suit to go to a con. It never panned out because I couldn't get to the con that I wanted to go to, so I never bought anything for it. But several years ago, I was in process of like planning out how to make a Volus suit.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our
You will totes make a
culture with
Volus suit
others.
for me if we ever go to a big con? Yes, please.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
Volus
Elcor
are
just
my
beginning to explore
favorites.
council space when
They're
they
small
first
and
made
tiny
contact
and
with
round,
us.
just like
With their
me.
help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly. Within one lifetime, we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders.
Elcor and Volus are
stable.
probably
Our people are
my
not very
favorite
comfortable with
non-council
sudden changes.
races in this. I know that there are several other races, and I like individuals from those races, but holy cow, Elcor and Volus are just adorable.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in
Details. Who
decisions
cares
that
about
affect
having
Citadel
large
space.
tracts of land and space? I can't decide what color the water fountain should be today.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
You know, that's probably
Since we're
why
not physically adept, we trade our services
you're not on the
for
council,
protection.
Den. If your government is always shifting and trading and transferring, that's kind of rocky in order to be able to have one Council Volus try to I don't want to say command, but lead the rest of the Volus.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador,
Excuse
human.
me.
He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
I mean, to be fair to Den, he is right. Humans do end up on the Council, and Volus don't in all these games.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
There's the Keeper. And he's not in the ground, which is great. Good news. Save. We'll save it over the Presidium. Gotta click it in order for it to save. Okay. I want to go in here. I hate it that they have doors that you can't actually enter in. I want to see more of the Citadel in 1 before it gets, like, totally renovated by 2.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Apparently, I'm a notable person.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
That's fair.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Yeah, you can be my guide in a minute, Avina.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Diplomatic Archive. Diplomatic Archive. Another Keeper.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
I wonder if this is a specifically, like, Volus terminal, whereas these are for other races. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's voice activated? Because, I mean, they don't exactly have hands like the rest of us. I mean, they do, obviously, but they're more hoof-like, I suppose would be the right word. Dum-de-dum-dum. Easy decryption. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I mean...
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
Most Giants aren't, Shepard.
Don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
While that's true, I kind of disagree that they consider themselves above the law, because they're not above Council law. They're just above normal, like, CSEC law. Or am I wrong about that? Because, I mean, they answer to the Council, so there is some form of checks and balances there. I don't know.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Nasana. I don't remember talking to her before.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Ashley. Ashley. Ashley! Oh, Ashley. Move your butt. Okay. This is as far as I can walk away from you, and you're still not moving. Jeez.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another.
They're pretty much the only ones who can afford her.
Woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
That's it,
So
chapter.
long, Commander.
Goodbye.
Have a pleasant day.
Another keeper. See, I'm exploring because I also kind of forgot where all the keepers are. Oops, I didn't want to go back in here. I wanted to go over here. Oh my gosh, look at her. Look at her.
The Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings
That was
and
funny.
welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Basically where they go to fuck shit up. Let's talk about CSEC.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must
I think
provide
Avina shows a
personnel
little bit
and
of sass
ships
here.
for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is
I forgot to go
granted
through
an
this whole
embassy.
thing before I
The
went to the
Council
other thing.
gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Tell me about the embassies.
No.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic
I
politics
wish I could go
maintains
through
an
this
embassy on
faster
the Presidium.
whenever I make a mistake.
The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy.
I thought
roughly
that you used to be you could press
2,384
spacebar
galactic
during
standard
these,
years
and
ago. As
you
Citadel
could get
space
through
has
it,
expanded,
but apparently
more
not.
embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while
Why
preserving
during
individual
times of
autonomy
war
for each
they were
species.
given council space, and then they get to keep it, and Krogans are basically just SOL, shit out of luck.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Big place.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
That's a depressing thought. To CSUC Academy, to Citadel Tower. And we might as well go down here first. Can't summon that elevator yet. Excuse me. Oh. I thought that this was him. Oh well. Am I missing anything here? Fast travel. One second, you guys. I need to mute my mic. Sorry, I had a really bad cough that I could feel in my throat coming up, and I did not want, like, a small cough is fine in my book, but I did not want to, like, blow your ears off with the hard cough I could feel coming.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Another keeper. Not yet. Well, maybe.
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Yes.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Naylina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people.